Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. No single instance will transform your beliefs, but as the votes build up, so does the evidence of your new identity. James Clear, Atomic Habits. For those not in the loop, the meme of him has become sort of a modern Superman. A guy who has it all together. They have excellent looks, excellent career, excellent finances, they have excellent personal lives. It's really everything you aspire to be. But a bit of a problem. I'm certainly not him. A lot of you probably feel like you aren't him. And for a lot of people, that's where the conversation ends, because we're kind of bummed and we just sort of go on with our day-to-day. The secret is, though, that nobody starts out as him. They all start out as beginners. They all start out in the same positions that we find ourselves in our day-to-day. So let's try to flip the script a little bit. Maybe instead of thinking, man, I'm not him, we could adopt the fake it till you make it mindset and emulate that character, eventually becoming it. So here are a few tips I have for how you can use psychology to chart your course to becoming the best version of yourself you can be. The first has to do with inverse thinking. Now, Charlie Munger, best friend of Warren Buffett, an excellent investor, adopted the mentality that it's pretty hard to know exactly what to do. I mean, there are infinitely many options, but it's very easy to know what not to do. And if you can list out reasons or things you would try to do if you're trying to fail, just do the opposite. To make it very practical, what would I try to do if I was trying to be lazy? Well, I wouldn't clean my room, I wouldn't do the dishes, I wouldn't get to work on time, and oh wow, pretty easy to list out all those things. Just do the opposite. So we can adopt the him corollary. When you're making a decision, just ask, is this what the best version of myself would do? And if the answer is no, then don't do it. Or you can ask, what would the best version of myself do today? How would they spend it? And just do that. So I find it's a pretty effective psychological reframing mechanism that I've used for getting me to the gym when I don't feel like it, or making sure I'm on task doing videos, or just being generally productive. Now, the second tip is to adapt self-perception theory for your advantages. As hinted by James Clear, every action you take actually impacts the way you see yourself. Psychologists have studied this and they coin it self-perception theory, that your mind is constantly observing every choice you make. So if you start making healthier choices and eating healthier food, your mind will think that you're a healthy person and you'll start to identify that way. And it'll be a lot easier to stick with a healthy diet. In my own personal life, I've seen huge dividends from this. I just identify as someone who doesn't drink, so I don't have temptation to drink. I fixed my diet recently on my cut, so I don't really have too much temptation to eat junk food just because my mind has conditioned myself to see me as someone who adopts healthy habits. So self-perception is an extremely powerful tool, and that means that every small decision you make to becoming him really has a great compounding impact. Now, finally, you're not going to be able to go on the most important journey of your life, which is becoming the best version of yourself, without a plan. You don't start a road trip with no map, no gas, and no destination in mind. That is the, recipe for a road trip to Taco Bell and an Uber. What you need to do is a journal so you can think of, where do I want to be in 1 year, in 5 years? What could I do in a month? What are sort of habits that I like and I can build on? What are habits that I don't think fit with the best version of myself? You can be very practical and keep iterating on it. Journaling is a great way to have inspiration, to develop mindfulness, and to reflect. And when you keep doing it consistently, that's going to give you new areas and new ideas for charting that course to becoming him. Now, becoming the best version of yourself, becoming him, is hard work, and you're going to want to take every advantage you can get. If you're interested in supplements, check out my video on the #1 supplement for performance and mental acuity that can help you achieve your goals.